So you did it. A whole year on two wheels. You got through the stalls, the wobbles, the weird close calls, and all kinds of weather. Seriously, just take a second and give yourself a pat on the back. That is a huge achievement. And in this explainer, we're going to break down what comes next. And let's be real, it probably felt exactly like that, right? You had weeks where everything just clicked and you felt amazing. Then, out of nowhere, you have a bad day, a near miss, and boom, you feel like a total beginner all over again. That's it. That's the normal, wobbly reality for pretty much every single rider. It's all part of the process. You push through the toughest part. Those first 1,000 miles are done, and hopefully that initial terror has been replaced with actual enjoyment. So the big question is, where do you go from here? See, the end of year one isn't the finish line, it's the real starting line. Okay, so let's dive in. We're going to take all that experience you fought so hard for and turn it into a solid plan for year two. This is where we make the shift from just being a new rider to becoming a truly skilled rider. So, the first big crossroad you're probably going to hit involves the two things that got you through that first year, your bike and your gear. It's time to take a good, hard look at what's worked, what hasn't, and what really needs some attention. All right, first things first, maintenance. Now, depending on how much you've been riding, you've likely hit one or maybe even both of these. That first 600-mile service is absolutely crucial for a new bike, just making sure everything's settled in right. But that 6,000-mile or annual service, that's the big one. It's a full-on checkup, covering everything from your fluids to your fasteners. Whatever you do, don't skip it. And this, of course, brings us to the classic one-year question that every single rider asks themselves. By now, you know your first bike inside and out. You know its little quirks, its strengths. So, is it time to move on? Or is there more to learn right where you are? Now, the most interesting thing about this is that there is absolutely no right answer. It's all about you. I mean, if you're still getting the hang of the basics in all conditions, keeping your bike makes perfect sense. You'll improve like crazy in year two on that same machine. But if you've really hit its limits, like you're on a 125 and just can't keep up on the motorway, or you bought a sport bike and realized you actually want to go touring, well, then an upgrade is a totally logical next step. Think of it this way. Your first bike is a learning tool. Its job is to teach you what kind of rider you've become. And you know what? The exact same logic applies to your gear. Don't just go out and buy new stuff because it looks cool. Focus on what's going to make the biggest difference to your ride. Are your gloves leaky? Is your helmet so loud on the motorway you can't think straight? Fix your biggest annoyances first. A comfortable rider is a focused rider. And remember, that money could also pay for a weekend trip or some advanced training, experiences that actually build your skills, not just your wardrobe. But here's the thing. The single most important upgrade you can possibly make has absolutely nothing to do with horsepower or fancy waterproof membranes. It's you. It's about investing in the rider. This is such a critical point. Passing your test just means the government thinks you probably won't crash on the way home from the test center. That's it. It doesn't mean you're a great rider. It just proves you've grasped the absolute basics. Mastery, that's a whole other journey, and advanced training is the very first step on that path. And hey, if you need a reason to do it, just look at this number. Over 70%. That's the potential drop in crash rates for riders who take post-test training. That's not a small number. That is a massive, potentially life-altering statistic. So what is it exactly? Well, it's not about going back to L plates. It's about building on what you already know. It's a structured way to learn from incredibly experienced riders who teach you how to read the road ahead, how to position yourself for maximum safety and vision, and how to control the bike with a kind of smoothness you probably haven't even felt yet. So when's the best time to do it? Right now. In your second year, you've got the basics down, but you haven't had time to really cement any bad habits. You're in this perfect sweet spot to soak up and apply these higher level skills. Honestly, it'll accelerate your development more than anything else you can do. Okay, so you've got a bike and gear that work for you, and you're committed to improving your skills. What does the road ahead actually look like? Let's map out some clear, real-world goals for year two. Now, this isn't just some to-do list. It's a roadmap for turning that basic competence into real, deep confidence. Have you been avoiding motorways? It's time to tackle them. Is your longest ride maybe 50 miles? Let's shoot for 200. Every single one of these things pushes your comfort zone just a little bit, building your skills and your resilience until stuff that once seemed scary just becomes normal. Now, I want to give you a really critical piece of advice as you head into your second and third year. Statistically, this can be a dangerous time. You feel competent, and you are, compared to a year ago, but that can very easily slide into overconfidence. You start to relax a little, maybe push your limits a bit too far, and start taking small risks. This right here, this is the mindset you have to carry forward. Stay humble. Remember that you are never, ever done learning. The road will always have a new lesson for you, and the best writers are the ones who show up every single day, ready to learn it. It's a lifelong process of improvement. So let's just end on this thought. Just 12 months ago, this was all just an idea. You couldn't do any of this. Now, you have a skill that has opened up a whole new world of experience, of adventure. You've come so far. The journey is just getting started. The only question left is, where are you going to go next?